ladies and gentlemen, this is diabolical on the highest order. I really wish I could say psych right now, but the news that is coming out right now about Trump, Uncle Donnie, Epstein, you know, Bubba, aka Bill Clinton. We're also hearing about Obama, Big Mike, and all that. It's a crazy, it's a yikes, yo. You don't have to like the video, you don't have to subscribe, but definitely share this video. Let's get down to Roach King. Roll this.
Trump, Bill Clinton. Yes, that is the big question of the day. Did Donald Trump suck Bill Clinton's? Nobody knows the answer to that 100%. I think that it would be the funniest outcome if it...
Apparently, there are photos of Donald Trump blowing someone named Bubba. Oh, shit. This saga will never end. Trump is a predator, is what Trump tracker account said. And apparently, the news here is that Uncle Donnie got down on his knees, and instead of praying, he was sucking BWCs and BBCs. Big pause on that one. Big pause on that one. Apparently, they're talking about Obama, you know, that he sucked BBCs, allegedly. Bill Clinton as well, with BWCs and all that. Yo, this gotta be holy. Oh my god, man. We need Detective Dokes on this one, bro. He needs to investigate. Now that head of state has an entirely different meaning, yo.
Turns out that Donald Trump was actually in the Epstein files, but it wasn't for being a pedo. It was for sucking Bill Clinton's. And that's why he doesn't want it to come out. It's been confirmed who Bubba is. It's a nickname of Bill Clinton. Yeah, it's obviously Bill Clinton.
Right, there's a reason they call him Bubba. Bubba connects with Bubba, and this is very important in this election.
So this is a leaked email from, I guess, Jeffrey Epstein's brother. You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. What? What is your boy? What is your boy Donald? What's your boy?
Absolute godless behavior, yo. Yo, could you imagine the entire world if this turns out to be true, right? The entire world goes like, yo, man, yo, that's Donald, yo, President of the United States. He gay. That would be in, yo, what? My god, I wish I could say psych right now, but that's the news. This is not my opinion, by the way, guys. This is what's coming out. And yeah, Trump is saying, I want to get down to this one, and we got Fox News as well, so wait for it.
Donald doing? How about that? Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. So there we go, right? You know what I think Trump should do? I think he should post a photo of him and Bill Clinton from back in the day and just title it Me and Bubba. Never elaborate, never say anything. There are people who are 99% sure that he didn't. You have to admit that you're not 100% sure. And I think that's what makes it interesting. I think the probability of it is about 5%. And the funniest part about it would be that all of these super omega liberals would have to fucking acknowledge that we already have our first LGBT president. What a fucking twist, man. Classic case of hating the...
Exactly, right? So it's no longer gonna be the Oval Office, it's gonna be the Oral Office. You know, maybe the big beautiful bill was Uncle Donnie paying homage. I'm just saying, man.
Oh my god. Gays, no, it would be Bill Clinton. Oh no, you're right. Of course. Yeah, so we would have had 2 gay presidents already. Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. So 3 with Obama. Wait. Yeah. Oh shit. 3. I forgot about Big Mike. Trump, Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's the thing, bro. The files gotta come out. Okay, check this out. Roll it.
Trump is now calling on Republicans to release the Epstein files, and a vote could come as soon as this week. What a change that is.
Mark Meredith is live at the White House on that with us. What's the latest, Mark?
Yeah, what's the latest,
Sandra,
Mark?
Brian, and Lawrence, it is a big U-turn for President Trump. He is now encouraging House Republicans to vote this upcoming bill in the House, which would basically compel the Department of Justice to release its files on the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, who died in prison back in 2019. Let me show you the post on Truth Social overnight. The president saying House Republicans should vote to release the files because we have nothing to hide and it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax perpetuated by radical left lunatics in order to deflect from the great success of the Republican.
It is insane to me that, yo, what if we're gonna get the files now because of these allegations that Trump was sucking BBCs and BWCs, right? If this is what it takes, yo, okay, this is what it takes. I just want the files coming out. I want the truth coming out. I want the names coming out. And all of these kid diddlers need to be behind bars. Now, if it turns out that Uncle Donnie didn't do anything wrong, as in, like, he didn't, you diddle kids, but he was sucking BBCs and BWCs, yeah, okay, whatever, right? Like, we can just disregard that. And we can catch, like, all the other politicians that have diddle kids, because they need to go, bro. They gotta be behind bars. Listen, man, left wing, right wing, Republican or Democrat, y'all, we need to come together as one. You know, you gotta be the president of your own mind, first of all. And yeah, the politicians that have diddled kids in the past, they should not be allowed to govern anybody. Simple as that. Like the video if you agree.
Party. Trump added, let's start talking about the party's record-setting achievements and not fall into the Epstein trap, which is actually a curse on the Democrats, not us. Now, the president has repeatedly called this Epstein probe, which has gained steam on Capitol Hill, even in just recent days, a hoax.
Yep.
We heard from House Speaker Mike Johnson over the weekend.
So from, hey, we're gonna release the files to the files don't exist to it's a hoax to hearing that Uncle Donnie was sucking, allegedly, okay, that's the news. Whoa, big pause on that. Sucking BWCs and BBCs to now apparently we're gonna get the files. Yo, that is crazy. Really quickly, I need to take a second to shout out all of you guys out there, especially the homie Harry that just became a brand new member. Shout out to Harry, shout out to Evie, Tara, Catherine, Eagle, Epic Gamer, Slim Pickens, Jay Williams, and all of you guys out there for being members on the channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love, man, for being members, liking the video, subscribing, and all that. You don't have to do none of it, man. And this is what we're now hearing. Breaking. Trump urges Republicans to vote to release the Epstein files. We have nothing to hide. Damn. I mean, I hope we get the files coming out, man, because things really are getting out of hand right now.
Who says this is all about politics, not transparency.
Remember, the Biden DOJ had every one of these files in their possession for 4 years, and neither Hakeem Jeffries or Ro Khanna or Thomas Massie or any of them ever said a word about it. President Trump has clean hands. He's not worried about it. I talk to him all the time. He has nothing to do with this. He's frustrated that they're turning it into a political issue, and it's not surprising because the Democrats have nothing else to talk about.
Perhaps one of the most dramatic moments we've seen in the past 48 hours or so is Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, who is a staunch supporter of the president, who has been out there publicly saying she wants to see these documents released and she's going to vote in favor of it. She and Trump are now in a war of words with each other, and he is being very critical of her, saying basically he doesn't want to see her in Congress anymore. He's not going to endorse her.
Yeah, that is insane, right? So like there's a massive beef going on right now behind the scenes. So she wanted the files coming out. Uncle Donnie's like, yeah, nah, we don't want the files coming out. And now Uncle Donnie's saying that we got nothing to hide. So that's good. We definitely want, I mean, whatever it takes, right? Get the files out, get the names out, and throw those politicians, throw those people that diddle kids, throw those people behind bars, okay? Yeah, the kid diddlers gotta go, okay? As simple as that, and let's get over with, and then the country can heal, the world can heal after that, and yeah, let's clear if he was blowing Bill Clinton off or not. Pause. Let's clear that hoax as well, if that is a hoax. I mean, if this is why the files are not coming out, I mean, I understand, but the files gotta come out, bro, and let's find out the truth.
He also said that the threats that she's getting, that he does not believe public safety is a risk for her. She says she's gotten a lot of threats for coming out in support of this. But Sandra, Brian, and Lawrence, there I think is another X factor in all of this going to happen. So the House will vote on whether or not to release the files. All indications are the votes will be there. It kicks it over to the Senate. We don't know what the Senate is going to do, whether or not it would actually get a vote there. And then there's always the possibility of a presidential veto, which would kick this issue back to Congress. And we'll see if the president has any more to say on the timeline of how that could happen when he speaks a little bit.
Got it. Okay, let's actually get down to this one. So apparently this video is going around too. Check this out. Roll it.
Democrat in Congress texting Epstein moments before. Oh yeah, this was crazy. So this woman here was taking text messages from Jeffrey Epstein while she was in Congress. Newly released documents reviewed by the Washington Post. Jeffrey Epstein was texting with Delegate Stacey Plaskett. She's a Democrat. The Post reviewed multiple video feeds from the hearing and matched with the texts, which were sent in Pacific time with the video.
This was when Barack Obama was president of the United States.
Are you chewing? Not anymore. Sent from her. Not anymore. Sent 2 minutes later. Text from Jeffrey Epstein. Cohen brought up Rona, keeper of the secrets.
My privilege, yes, I will.
So that was back in 2019. So they were like chatting, okay? Chit-chatting.
Over.
You, as my friend Mr. Meadows pointed out, misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony.
She goes, Rona. So she's just sitting there texting Jeffrey Epstein in the middle of a congressional hearing. Quick, I'm up next. Is that an acronym? Wait, so she's asking him for advice. She's soliciting his advice. She's like, please help me, Jeffrey. Help me.
Today, it was your idea.
He said that's his assistant. Yeah, this was, Jeffrey Epstein was her chat GPT.
Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They
and
are.
Are there other people that we should be meeting with? As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is the Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, she was. Her office
Okay,
directly
where is Miss Rona? Is that Miss Rona or is that Judge Miss Rona? Like, who Miss Rona?
next to him.
He goes, good work. He's sitting there, what?
Good job.
Bro, what? What a nice guy.
A lot.
Oh my God. This really doesn't help the idea that there are people controlling the government and it's on both sides. And what's crazy is like this only has 1.5 million views. I think
that's insane. Check this out. Shout out to Voidzilla.
Trump has ordered an Epstein investigation. This is brand new. We're going to go through it because previously they said we didn't have enough evidence. This all got started 2 days ago when House Democrats released 3 emails that seemed to implicate Trump. The GOP responded by releasing 20,000 emails, saying that those 3 emails were cherry-picked and misleading, specifically in relation to Virginia Giuffre, who never accused Trump of wrongdoing. However,
that's what we learned, right? So Democrats will leak the files or 20,000 emails, and they tried to frame Trump with it. They redacted the victim's name. Then Republicans released the second version of it by unredacting the victim's name. And then we learned it was Virginia. And what we learned was that Virginia never said that Trump did anything to her. She cleared Trump's name. So we were like, okay, seems like that Trump didn't do anything wrong. Or maybe there's more to the story. Obviously, there's more to the story, but at least he didn't do anything wrong to Virginia. That's what we learned, right? But then, holy smokes, there ain't no dang jokers, guys. Like, we started getting these accusations, and now apparently Trump is saying got nothing to hide. So we're gonna get the files out soon. So this is where we're at.
In this huge release of emails, there was a lot. And specifically, I should note that Trump was mentioned more than anyone. But remember, it was a mixed bag. So depending on who your news sources are, you may see them focus on one side of it or the other. Some will spend tons of time talking about Jeffrey Epstein, saying he never got a massage, referring to Trump. Others will focus on the fact that Epstein claimed that he was the only one who could take Trump down, implying that he had some kind of compromising information on Trump. I will remind you that these files went way beyond just Trump. Some people like Michael Wolff came off terrible, like they were plotting to blackmail people. They were running PR for Jeffrey Epstein. Others like Bannon seemed to be much closer than we previously knew. This went to the highest halls of power, and we talked about some of the governments that were even involved. But today I just want to focus on everything that led up to now there being an investigation into the Epstein files.
And apparently the moral of the story is that, Trump is now urging everybody, hey, we got nothing to hide, let's get the files. So that's the big W, right? Let's find the truth. Let's get to the bottom of it. But did you see this video though? If not, man, check out this video on the screen, because the government is now officially talking about aliens, interdimensional, extra-dimensional beings, and UFOs and all that. Check out this video on the screen and I'll see you right there.